It is the most convenient, amazing place to bring children to get so much learning in about nature, about life, about friendship, about physical fitness. Like I've used kindergarten, preschool, second grade, and fourth graders at the Greenway, and they've each taken different things from the Greenway.
Ideally, we want them to know that they're going to come out here and they're going to have fun, and it's going to feel like play to them, but they really are learning. They're walking away with knowledge, and a lot of times new knowledge that you can't always get in the classroom. Essentially, we're a 2,100-acre classroom, right outside their door. It's very interesting to see how kids change from the classroom to the outdoors. You have students that are very quiet inside that become very much leaders outside. You have, those, we'll call them active children, who, are engaged and focused when they come outside. It's a change of environment for them, but still an opportunity for them to continue learning.
Friendships that were developed, the empathy for one another is something that I really saw develop in the students, but also the ability to explore without being afraid of something. That's what the Greenway, I felt, did for our kids. We explored, we weren't afraid. We learned that, bugs and nature are our friend, and that we don't, hurt a bug if it's walking past us, because the bugs help us with other things. So it was really more of developing an empathy for one another, being able to cooperate with one another, and being able to communicate, because I think children need that verbal interaction with one another to be successful, not only in the classroom, but in life.
I want to stress how amazing the educators are, because they work with all age levels and they know how to gear every lesson to whoever they're speaking to. So I've had preschool, kindergarten, second grade, and fourth grade. Everybody has been addressed equally and met their needs, and they're so knowledgeable and fun and positive. They just seem like they're classroom teachers when we come out. So
we do tie all of our programs to standards. So the schools that come out here, they're learning. The kids don't realize they're learning because they're having a ball, but the teachers also know that they're getting all of the standards covered for a particular area, so they can be confident when their kids come out here. They're getting an education, but they're also having fun.
We talk about STEAM and doing STEAM things in your classroom. You can walk on a hike here and hit the 5 C's.
So many different types of learners that you have a kid who can read a book and get it, but then you have another kid who can read a book and just not be able to even picture it. So if you can touch it, if you can put your hands in the water, if you can actually see that little tadpole that had little legs today that was turning into a frog, that is a picture in your brain that is so much different than a picture in a book. And they will take that with them, and then they will go out and they'll explore other areas, and they will find creatures that they're like, oh my gosh, I forgot that this lived here.
I see a lot of my young ones that have fears before they come here. They're afraid of this, they're afraid of that, and at the end of our year, coming to the Greenway so often, they get past those fears. They're more courageous, crossing the swinging bridge, looking at the creatures, lifting up rocks. They get much more adventurous, and they're getting more physically fit, huge benefit. And they're learning so much about nature that our curriculum in the classroom might not cover, but they're learning that here at the Greenway.
This is truly the best place because of the care that goes into preserving this chunk of Fort Mill to keep it the way it is, and to respect nature and to respect each other, and the values that are taught here that aren't necessarily always taught in other places, in terms of respecting not just nature but each other.